Here's my opinion about Freud and psychoanalysis. I think it's brilliant. I think Freud's a fucking genius. A lot of those old guys are. Those old psychoanalytic crew. Sigmund Freud, Wilhelm Reich, Wilhelm Steckel, Abraham Maslow, Carl Jung. There's a lot more, but that's what I've read, and that's what I remember off the top of my head. But yeah, these guys, you got to remember with Freud, he was a pioneer of his field. You know, he was the first to come out with principles and theories of the subconscious and the libido and stuff. And now that's commonly accepted in psychology in general. Although they kind of dismiss and downplay Freud. Like if you take Psych 101 or Psych 202 and shit like that in school, it's, you know, they talk about Freud, but they almost write kind of in a negative slant against him. They kind of move away from a lot of his theories. He was very unpopular because he also was one of the first people to say, recognized people to say that, you know, sexual repression leads to neurosis, leads to anxiety and fear and guilt, and can lead to neurosis, and later on lead to very serious mental issues. And well, he kind of correlated that carefully in with the church and religion, and he was not popular for that at all. He was basically saying that if you abstain from your sexual desires, you're crazy, or you will be crazy, or will manifest in an unhealthy, neurotic way. There's abundance of proof of this. Look at these priests, all these priests that are pedophiles and molesting boys and shit. You know, that probably would not happen if these priests were allowed to have a healthy sex life. You know, if you deny yourself your carnal longings, they will remanifest themselves through anxiety or through twisted fantasies and perverted desires. That's just the common fact, you know. It's like if you beat a dog, he will become aggressive. Kind of the same thing. Anyway, that's my take on Freud and psychoanalysis. I'm a big fan. I underwent psychoanalysis, organ therapy, or biopsychiatric therapy as it's now called, up in Seattle in the early 2000s. And it was great, you know, it was great. It was hardcore psychoanalysis, you know, old school. But I highly recommend it.